Howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wetzel, coming back at you with another offering off of my sampler platter. What's my sampler platter? Well, folks, this is a little show thing that I do here, where I go over there and I try out new or gimmicky or unusual food and drink items. Sometimes I highlight restaurants, places that I like, things like that. And I eat them and I come up with stories, and hopefully I'm somewhat entertaining or informational for you. I don't know. I have no idea what anybody would get out of these. But, at the very least, some people seem to enjoy them. So, sure, I'll keep doing them at least for a little while until the stuff that I consume in my poor body eventually kills me. Because, let's be honest, folks, boy, that is a grimmer joke than it needs to be. Anyway, until that day, or until I just get sick of doing these, I'm going to keep doing stuff. So, my featured shirt for today, because I like to feature whoever's on my shirt, Head PE, great band. If you ever get the opportunity to see them live, they're fantastic live. And even if you can't, you can always look up their music with the YouTubes and the things and the SoundClouds and all of Spotify. I'm not good with the Spotify stuff, but other stuff, sure, why not? Definitely check them out. Got so many shirts I could do stuff for. But yeah, folks, so what is the item off my platter today? You've already seen the title of my thing, but I always like to do a little surprise. Boom! Yes, folks, we are doing Goya Jamaican style ginger beer. Now, I saw this, and as far as it's weird. So, Goya for me has always been kind of a weird company. Don't get me wrong, nothing against them. But Goya, the name at the very least, to me has always seemed more Japanese. That's what I genuinely associated them as for the longest time. I thought they were something Japanese, especially because they would have cans of squid and stuff like that, and octopus and things that you could buy, which actually I like. And so that's how I associated Goya. But then it actually seems more like I see them in. I definitely don't think they're a Japanese company. At least I don't think so. I suppose I could have done some backtracking and some research for this, but that is not the sampler platter style, folks. Just look at me. Do I look like somebody who puts effort into things? But yeah, I tend to see their stuff more associated with Mexican products. But then it says it's apparently they're from Jersey City, New Jersey. I have no idea, folks. I don't know how that whole distribution thing works and all the stuff and all the things. Whatever. I'm cool with them. They have some cool stuff. I've never seen their ginger beer offering. So I figured, sure, I'll give it a shot. In fact, I just did, in this batch of videos, did some bold ginger ale. So, ginger beer, Jamaican style. Which has me a little worried, because I've had Jamaican style ginger beer a couple of other times from different companies, long before I started doing videos. And those were some rough ginger beers. Those were strong. Now, this is Goya, which is, not super duper mainstream. I don't think I'm going to find this in my Speedway or anything like that. But they're pretty regularly available, so I would imagine it's not going to be to that extent. But be interesting to see how they take it. I like ginger beer. I even did an episode about ginger beer. But again, as I said then, ginger beer is either really good or way too much sometimes, because it's either a notch above ginger ale, or it's 50 notches above ginger ale, and it's hard to drink, for me anyway. So I like somewhere, kind of on the lower part of the middle. I want something a little bit stronger in ginger ale, got a little bit more bite, but I don't want it to be something where I'm going to have to go over there and using a Simpsons reference, I'm going to have to line the inside of my throat and stomach with wax just to get it down. So we're going to give this a shot. It is a twist off. I made sure of that beforehand because I do not have a can opener near me. Bottle opener. I actually have It just is a little interesting fun fact. This will be, usually I tell a story or something to associate myself with the item, but I've done so many ginger things. I will just do this as like a little thing to equate with this because it's one of these type of caps. I have a what is it? I have a key to electrical cabinets that I have for my work because doing what I do and stuff like that, sometimes the fuses and stuff go out on the machines and stuff like that, and I had to go into those things far too often, and we would never have the keys where we were supposed to. So eventually, I finally got one for myself. And funny thing about it is, if you happen to know what type of key I'm talking about, I don't have my keys on me, so I can't show you at the moment. But they actually work perfectly as a bottle opener. I don't know. I don't think that was part of the design, but maybe it was, man, because that worked way too well the first time I figured that out. So anyway, let's give this a shot. And let's look at the ingredient list. Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, ginger natural flavors, ginger oil, caramel color. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that definitely smells like ginger beer. Ginger beer is a very distinct smell. Definitely different than ginger ale. So, let's give this a shot. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. That is really interesting. So, you get some heat from that ginger. And I know it even says it has, it says it's like, because, like, it's spelled one way, but I think it's pronounced another way. Because it's, capsicum, but I think it's like capsaicin or something like that, which I think is like the infective ingredient with, like peppers and stuff like that. That's what makes it spicy. Apparently there's some of that in here. I guess that tags onto the ginger or whatever. Boy, oh boy, does that have some heat to it. But again, it's weird because I guess that's the Jamaican style because that's similar to the Jamaican ones that I've had before. But this one is interesting in that, unlike the ones that I've had before with the Jamaican style, those were much heavier on it. This one, it hits you, but then it kind of dials back, and then as you let it go through and it goes down your throat, it hits you at the back of your throat again. So you get kind of like waves of it. Whereas with the other stuff, I mean, it was just, make your phallic references here, man, but it was just like ginger down your throat. So it's not even difficult to make those references in that case. Second one wasn't as pronounced. Maybe it's from storing it up and everything. But yeah, you do get that heat, man, and that's a genuine heat at the back of your throat. It's not like super spicy. Like the inside of my mouth doesn't taste particularly hot or anything like that. It's more at the back of your throat. That one got me. That one went up my nose a little bit. Like, and don't get me wrong, my expressions are a little bit pronounced, but I don't want anyone to like come away from this thinking this is like super duper. It's not, but it's definitely more than like even the ginger ale bold that I had before. It's got good ginger flavor to it. Let me do one more real quick. Yeah, the ginger flavor is it's there. Man, that kick hits really fast. The kick hits fast, and it's got some kick to it. It's good. But similar to, though to not the extent of, the other ginger beers that I've had, especially the Jamaican style ones. It is strong. If you are like just a fan of normal ginger ale, I mean, yeah, you know, you can try it. Excuse me. Certainly other ginger beers available. Some of them don't have the same heat as this. Again, I guess that's because of the Jamaican style end of it. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but like at the same time, with the way it hits, it's hard to see me just downing one. It's something I would have to kind of like sip and work through and take a hit here and there. Just to be fair, is probably how you should consume soda anyway. Just savor the flavor. But in this case, you kind of have to. I mean, I would genuinely be strained. Like, I can down some soda pretty quickly, especially if it's gone flat, let's be honest. But even if this were flat, I would have a hard time downing that. Like, that would hit me. And no, I'm not going to try and do it. Not going to happen, folks. But yeah, okay. Would I recommend it? If you like ginger beer, sure, absolutely. It's certainly better than... It's by no means the best ginger beer I've ever had. But and if you're looking for like a super duper strong kick, that isn't this quite, but the kick is there. The ginger flavor isn't super pronounced, but it's throughout. Yeah, I mean, if you like ginger beer, I don't know exactly where this would fall on like the artisanal ginger beer spectrum, but at the same time, like, especially as almost like a novelty thing. I mean, I was able to buy just a bottle of this. I think it was like $1. Don't quote me on that. It's an interesting experience. Like I said, if you like ginger ale and stuff like that, give it a shot. I don't think it'll be something you'll want to just like, again, just down them. But at the same time, it's an interesting thing. And it's not offensive or anything, but probably would be a little bit difficult, especially if you're more of a casual soda drinker or something like that. I couldn't see you really getting into it. But again, it's not bad, just not like a mainstream type product, I don't think. But like I said, I mean, I'm going to finish it. So, that counts for something. Yeah. So anyway, folks, that's my little take on Goya Jamaican style ginger beer. It surprised the hell out of me, I'm not going to lie. So good on you, Goya. I like your canned squid and octopus and stuff, and you had some solid Jamaican style ginger beer. So with that said, folks, I like to end my videos on a positive note. What is that positive note? Well, it's actually 5 notes. That being, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, no matter what strength of ginger beer you may or may not be drinking, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, fantastic rest of your week, fantastic rest of your month, fantastic rest of your year, fantastic rest of your life. If you can, folks, always great to go out and do something positive, especially with the times we're living in presently. But even if you can't, you just don't, maybe don't be an awful person. I think you can do that. I believe in you that you can do that. I believe that some of you can do that anyway. Maybe not all of you. Not from what I've seen. But the majority of you. I think you can be alright. So, and then the only other thing, oh man, it's still hitting my sinuses a little bit, which is actually kind of nice because I'm a little bit stuffed up at the moment. Allergies suck. With that said, folks, last little sign-off thing that I like to do. If you enjoy watching me do these things or whatever, and hey, folks, you can always comment, suggestions for items, things like that. I try to listen and respond to everybody. If I haven't for whatever reason, I do apologize, especially on YouTube. Sometimes YouTube doesn't tell me stuff. Sometimes it'll tell me that like people liked a video or a comment that I put on a video from like 5 years ago. But then like I'll go and check like videos and stuff that I have, and I'll have like 3 comments on it. And yeah, with YouTube. Anyway, just do 2 things for me if you want to see me keep doing this stuff. Number 1, watch the video. Number 2, do the thing. That's it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. About 15 minutes. Bye!